1975 track star and American record holder Stephen Prefontaine died in a car accident after attending a party in which he drank alcohol. He had just graduated from Oregon University and was barely 24 years old. According to American Psychological Association, over 1,800 college students ages 18 to 24 died from alcohol-related unintentional injuries every year. For this and many other reasons, I will tell you why college students should not drink alcohol. Some background on what is alcohol. Alcohol is an ethanol or ethyl alcohol, a substance that makes you drunk. Alcohol is formed when yeast ferments or breaks down without oxygen. For example, wine is made from a sugar in grapes, beer from sugar in barley. Alcohol is classed as a hypnotic drug, which means it acts as to depress the central nervous system. When you drink, it causes you to feel euphoria, but drinking too much alcohol can lead to drowsiness, slow breathing, overdosing can lead to a coma or even death. College drinking is a significant problem through campuses across the United States. The cause of college drinking is that it becomes a virtual that students see as a part of college experience. Incoming students wishing to fit in are easily peer pressured, and some students are already coming to college with drinking habits. Because college environments are poorly controlled, binge drinking, which leads to poor judgment, is out of control. Consequences of drinking in college are well known. Drinking can simply increase the risk of injury, but there are more serious consequences. Partying and alcohol abuse can take a toll on a student's performance once a student becomes consumed by the FOMO, fear of missing out. He or she may prioritize drinking and parties over doing well in the class and completing assignments. Many college students have reported failing classes because of their social drinking habits. Failing classes can be costly for students and families, causing students to either graduate late, settle for a lower degree, or drop out altogether. As a result of students may suffer from depression or anxiety. Sometimes these students are at a greater risk of attempting to commit suicide. Students may also develop alcoholism or other psychological problems because alcohol can significantly alter a person's mind. It can make them behave out of character, committing crimes. They will not commit if they were sober. Some of these crimes are vandalism, property damage, driving under the influence, sexual assault, and even murder, or destroying their lives and of others too. And according to Bettina Hoepner of Harvard Medical School's Center of Addiction and Medicine, a study shows that women college students are closing the gap on alcohol abuse. This is creating a situation where more women are becoming a victim of assault or sex crimes. Abuse will prey on victims who have been drinking because they are too intoxicated to fight back or pass out before knowing what happened. It's a recipe for disaster. You have a drunk boy who does not have control of his emotions and a drunk victim who is too confused to know what's going on, and they are put in a bad spot. A sexual assault causes a lifelong scars for the victim, but many also will be encouraging a life of crime for the attacker, causing lasting psychological damage or all around. Then I would pose this question: in the quest of developing well-rounded individuals, are we by lowering alcohol to destroy young lives? According to the National Institution of Alcohol Abuse of Alcoholism, it is estimated that close to 700,000 college students are assaulted by another student who has been drinking, and almost 100,000 reported alcohol-related sexual assault or date rape. The solution may be complex. It will, if we start with educating parents early on and having them be on board. For some families, drinking alcohol is a culture norm, and it will be challenging to get those families to teach their kids differently. But if parents are not in role of modeling properly, we can still do this as a part of our society. We need high school and maybe even middle school programs to teach about alcohol and its dangers. Kids need to know what alcohol is and why it is socially acceptable and desired activity. They should understand the peer pressure. They should know what the health implications are. We need to follow up with awareness programs for college freshmen. Freshmen should be aware of how it can affect your goals. The reality of sexual assault can be a long-term problem. They should also be aware of how to get advice and help. Colleges can then can provide an easy access interventions or by health professionals. The end goal is to develop individuals that make good decisions on their own. Reducing the availability of alcohol around the campus will also play a big role. College faculties and leadership will also have to be more involved, because alcohol abuse in colleges needs to stop. I hope that you see all the dangers in alcohol drinking or in college drinking. There is so much more to college than drinking. Part of being a good citizen is caring for each other, and maybe all I am asking of you is to have an intelligent conversation about alcohol abuse with a peer. It is unrealistic to think we can eliminate alcohol from college life completely, but we can change the culture of how we view alcohol on campus. Alcohol abuse should not be a college norm and should be looked at as what it is, a hypnotic drug that implies your judgment and can damage your health.